what I was doing before. I think I was just exploring this city. I talked to a guy and I need to find the Adventurers Guild. I need to learn how to use my mini map on top. This was a saving point. So X is party. This is who I have and where I have them placed. I guess I can move.
I beg your pardon. So sorry.
Why are they switching spots?
Excuse me.
Oh.
Eh?
Like I had that guy selected. Okay.
Stepping by.
They're kind of front and center. They're going to get hits, at least left and right equally, hopefully. I don't know. It used to be that there was just 8 going down straight. And the first 4 would generally be attacked, and the last ones wouldn't. So you would end up like putting your mages in the back, and you know, you'd have a couple people that were in the back, and you always had a free slot open. There are times when you'd pick up people inside of like a dungeon, like you'd have to like add them to your party temporarily. And so, you know, like when we were going through it, we never knew what those things were, and it was so much fun, though. Trying to, you know, getting that game figured out. It was ridiculous. That was the first game that we really experienced that had wraparound magic on it. Like all the maps were like 24 by 24, 26 by 26 or something like that, or 25 by 25. But they would be like things where it's like if you walk through one side, you come back in the other side. So you could go through infinite loops a lot. Another weird thing that they threw in is on dungeon number 4, Dargoth's Tower. They had these spinner squares that would randomly spin you in a direction, and when you walk towards it, you're walking through a tunnel, and when you go on a spinner square, all directions look exactly the same, and every time you move on it, you're randomly spun into a direction. And it turns out that we ended up finding the key to avoiding it in the Grey Crypt, which is near Tangermain, which is the Nospin Ring. The Nospin Ring makes you immune to spinners in Bard's Tale 2. Which is, I mean, I'll talk about this game and I'll play this game, but I like to think about how the old reference happened. In Bard's Tale 2, there was also a sage. Now, he ended up turning out to be the bad guy, who was kind of a disappointment. We were both really bummed and pissed off. But he would give you guidance and direction, sort of. You know, it's like where your next target's supposed to be. Like, how do you go from 1 to 2 to 3? Am I just searching random dead bodies? What's going on here?
Bandits put up these boards to stop folk getting away. Maybe those rogues were carrying something to burn down these boards. Let's check their pockets.
I did. Dragon Bile Bomb required? It probably only does it after he says it, which is why everything is... Alright. That's ominous. Brute power. They all have skulls on top of their head. Am I in the guild? In the guild, you could recruit. first strike. Oh, those are bad guys. Oh, son of a gun. Combat. Okay, hold on. I gotta like read and digest this. Let me go ahead. A little sip. Put this up here quick.
Let's do something!
Pardon?
That's it! Get them, hey! What are you waiting for?
Let me just...
Well, that's me done.
And even trying!
Pardon?
Coming! Right here, hero! Right here!
Stepping by. That was a nasty scrap. Let's see to our wounds.
You spoke? Are these troublemakers too?
Eh?
Aye.
Over there!
We're coming for you. Let me see what you've got.
I beg your pardon.
Yes! Stand us! Let me see what you've got.
Here.
Time to die, hero.
pardon.
Oh, I felt that one! Stand aside. Do your worst.
Ready? I suppose. Excuse me.
On your word. Ready? On
hang
your
on.
here. Ready?
What? Am I supposed to be doing something?
Go on. I'll give you everything you want.
On your word. Stepping by. There's another luck stone. Better safe than sorry, I always say.
You fools! You let them scatter! Now we shall have to drag them out again! The people must see what a danger these outcasts are! Find them! Find them!
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
Right. No, I mean left. Oh, hello.
Aye?
What is that?
One eye, one leg, one arm. Is it a Fashan? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
Oh, phew. I thought perhaps I was drunk and didn't know it. Did you want me? Certainly. So sorry.
Here.
Yes? I beg your pardon.
Ready?
What are we doing? Excuse me. I beg your pardon. Oh, dear. I think I...
Eh?
Yes? Yes?
Aye.
You fools! You let them scatter! Now we shall have to drag them out again! The people must see what a danger these outcasts are! Find them! Find them!
for cataracts, macular degeneration. There's so much bad stuff that happens from the sun out there. Even on a cloudy day where UV still comes through, I still wear my sunglasses.
My name is Ricky Brown, and I am a board-certified plastic and reconstructive surgeon. For me, this was a no-brainer. If any of you follow me on social media, you've heard me talk about this in the past. Contour threads are a big no, and I would never do that.
Contour threads?
With barbs on them, basically barbed
Oh,
sutures
what?
people use to suspend the face, to kind of rejuvenate
They
the
put
face,
barbs
have
on their
surgery. Now,
face?
I'm all for non-invasive procedures, but these barbed sutures that people are putting into the face,
They're
trying to do
barbed
these
sutures.
box-eye threads where they
They're trying to
basically
pull
do
them,
the
and then
eyes.
your
There's some
skin
really
is gonna
serious
adapt.
complications with those threads. The
Oh,
other thing
God.
I love about them is they don't last very long and they're very expensive. That is one in my book that I will never personally perform.
My name is Jake Goodman, and I'm in my last year of psychiatry residency. One thing that I would never do, and I would advise anyone out there listening to take the same approach, is to never take a recreational drug that is given to you by somebody telling you it's some specific substance. And can I tell you how potent opiate that can lead to death. And if you're ever in a situation where you're exposed to something like this, I strongly recommend bringing out Narcan, possibly,
Man.
which can reverse an opiate.
My name is Dr. Anthony Yoon, and I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon. I'm a YouTuber and a podcaster. As a plastic surgeon, I would never do butt implants, and I would never
Butt
get
implants?
butt implants. Now, Dr.
Could
Ricky
never
Brown,
do or get
who I
butt
hear
implants.
may have a good set of his own butt implants, but in general, I'm not a
I don't
fan
know
of
if you can
these
hear
because,
that.
Honestly, that part of the body is not the cleanest part of the
I was
body,
just-
and you have to avoid an implant getting infected. In addition, there are risks of the
Ew.
implant moving out of place. And honestly, how would
They
it
have,
feel
like-
sitting on two firm kind of masses of silicone? Someday, maybe someday, flat butts are going to be back in style.
Hey, I'm Dr. Davo Bonasali,
Oh my
board
gosh.
certified dermatologist here in New York City. So one thing I wouldn't do, based on what I've learned in dermatology, I wouldn't skip the sunscreen. It's not just for preventing skin cancer, which are most important, but also anti-aging, getting dark spots, pigmentation issues, texture, tone, pores. All these things get worse and worse when you breathe sun exposure.
Hello, my name is Fiona Margo. I'm a cardiologist in Los Angeles, California, and I specialize in cardiovascular disease prevention. As a cardiologist, I would never follow a carnivore diet. This diet primarily consists of animal products such as meat of all kinds, organ
This
meat,
is,
fish,
hate.
some allow for eggs and small amounts of dairy. Proponents of the carnivore diet claim various health benefits, but it poses significant health risks, especially for heart health. The high intake of saturated fat in a carnivore diet can raise your LDL cholesterol and ApoB, both of which are well-established risk factors for heart disease, increasing that risk of heart attack and stroke.
Hey everyone, my name is Dr.
Oh,
Sanjay
I'm
Juneja.
kinda
I'm a
worried about
hematologist and medical oncologist, otherwise known as a blood cancer specialist. One thing I would do.
Wait. Sorry, just kind of decompressing for a moment. I gotta sneak past these things. I still have to find the Adventurers Guild. I don't think it was a good idea. To fight that goblin.
More paladins. Can't let them spot us. Edge left and stick to the shadows. The Adventurers Guild is just around the corner.
So edge left. Oh, did I get this before? Hide. Enemies there. Watching the map. Moving away.
What
Gives me an
is
arrow.
that?
One eye, one leg, one arm. Is it a fur shark? I've sung songs about them, but I never thought I'd see one.
Oh, phew. I thought perhaps I was drunk and didn't know it.
He's kind of an asshole.
We're fighting them. Well, you know best.
think if we... There's some way of identifying strengths. And... I think that would be a hard battle. I don't think it's impossible. We just have to move out of its gaze, and we have the opportunity to interrupt it. But then I can't figure out how to not lose my stamina so that I, oh jeez. What is this? Oh, I don't know what that means. I can't jump at all. I don't know what I did. I don't know if I'm moving in a good direction. I hope we don't see another goblin. Oh, I guess. I don't know if those are friends or foes.
Them things dragged down my old dad to gallop.
Here we are. I told Orlo not to let anybody in who didn't give him the wildland whistle.
Let's learn my first song of exploration. Songs of exploration can affect the world in many different ways. Reveal your abilities by pressing on the right stick. Play a song of wildland whistle. Open the door.
Give it a try.
That's the tune!
I didn't get to hear it.
Welcome, friend. Hello, Robbie. Glad to see you in one piece.
All right, so I got the Old Adventurers Guild. This is like, hopefully this is very classic, where you can just go around and recruit
make a little
people.
speech. And this time, I hope we won't be interrupted.
We get to be rallied.
All friends, lend me your ears a moment. Well, friends, seems the Fatherites have decided to wipe us adventurers out once and for all. Not sure if they really think we're behind all the murder and mayhem that's been plaguing Scarabray, or if they just want a scapegoat. But either way, if we ever want to live in peace again, we have to prove to those bastard sword priests that we're not the enemy. And the best way to do that is to bring them the enemy. Now, I'm sending messengers to the elves and dwarves to petition their help in this. That help, however, may be long in coming. So we need a few brave souls here and now, willing to hunt down whoever's behind this terror and deliver them to the priests. Not just to save Scarabray, not just to save the Adventurers Guild, but to save the lives of all the elves, dwarves, trow, adventurers, outcasts, and practitioners of magic in Caith. So, any volunteers? Well, you know where I'll be when you make up your mind.
All right, so we have no volunteers. That happens. Who's this? Bricktop Bridget?
Ah, another weary soul.
Not many creature comforts yet here at the new guild, but Granny Goodnight and I managed to put a few kegs in a barrow as we were running out. So, how about a drink? In the old days, the guild was out in the open. A place for treasure hunters, sell swords, and practitioners to find work and tell tall tales. These days, it's the last refuge for anyone who doesn't fit into the Fatherites' narrow little world. Mages, rogues, folk of the old races. They can all have a drink and know they're not going to have any trouble. Well, they could until tonight. Aye, didn't he make it? Poor soul. Paladin got her before I could get him. No half the barkeep she was, but I'll do my best. It's no much, but...
Aww, what is that? I can't even use them.
Happy drinking, friend.
It's just me now. My guy left me. Oh, is that him?
Ah, I knew you'd come forward, hero. Now, listen. Seems the raid on the Adventurers Guild was just one attack among many today. There's atrocities happening all over Scarabray. And Dalgleish, Ringneck, and the Green Lady, who you met during the fighting, have gone to look into some of them. I promised I'd send help if I could find any. Would you look for them and give them a hand?
Of course I would. Try and get my chat window set here properly.
This is the old town, the original Scarabray. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and buried it to the gables. Ever since, the poor and outcast and outlaw have been digging it out again, little by little, making a home in the dark.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know what, like, do I have to go through all these? Like, I don't know where, like, how do I even back out?
Now, there's not much more to tell. I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow, you'll end me too. I only wish I knew why.
It's probably because you're the actual villain. Because that's what happened with the Sage in frickin' Destiny.
The Fatherites claim that elves, dwarves, trow, and those who practice magic or follow the old ways are enemies of their faith. But until all this magical mayhem started, the most they would do was preach against us. Now it seems they want to wipe us out, as if that would make them safe. It isn't us behind this terror. Ha! Ringneck's a collector, I'll call him.
It's interesting.
Like
all this
shiny
is recorded.
things. He was looking into a kidnapping in Wellbottom, the trow camp here in Scarabray below. I'd look for him first, as Wellbottom's nearby. Then he can help you find the others.
Okay, so he's looking Ringneck. I need to find Ringneck. It's a collector. He's looking into kidnapping. Look for him first as Well Bottom's nearby. So he's in Well Bottom. Go to Well Bottom. Well Bottom that. Then he can help us find the others. Okay. Do I have to go through all
Dalgleish is a
these?
dwarf smith and a long-time protector of Skara Brae. Someone's been attacking his clients, and he fears it's because he's investigating these terrors. He was off just before the raid to lie in wait for the devils at a client's stall in Skara Brae above.
Okay. Well, how do I exit out of this?
This is the...
Alright, I'm pressing. I'm button mashing. I can't get out of it.
This is the old
What
town.
is this?
The original Skara Brae. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and buried it to the gables.
Good. Good. That's fine. How do I exit out of this conversation? I end up like restarting the system or something. Am I locked? Is this a bug in the game?
Ha! Ha! Ringneck's
That's where I want to go. But I can't exit out of our conversation.
This is the old town. The original Skara Brae. When the mad god Tarjan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around the town flowed down and
I did a relaunch. That way, hopefully, whatever stuck thing it was stuck in is no longer
Summer's
stuck.
day in Skara Brae became a wintry night. Foes from below blood on the snow.
Oh, this is the whole theme thing.
The song I sing will tell the tale of a cold and wintry day, of castle walls and torchlit halls, and a price men had to pay. When evil fled and brave men bled, the Dark One came to stay, till men of old, for blood and gold, had rescued Skara Brae.
Oh, I didn't get that. That was an original image that they were representing with their still frame. Do not talk to that guy.
If you want something, spit it out. No time for any hemming and hawing. Aside from listening to Jackdaw and Numpties, I hire out sell swords to them that can afford it. Are you in the market? Not without a token, you won't. Go see the sisters if you're looking for charity. You'll get nothing from me. Aside from listening to Jack doing numpties. Fine. What do you want to change? Thank you kindly for your business. Now piss off.
Oh. Well, that's nice.
Oh, there. I don't suppose you'd be interested in buying or selling a soul now, would you? Lar is the name. Lar of Revellon, at your service. That's right. Usually do brisk business, but not having much luck here. Haven't made a sale in days. Everyone down here in Scarabray below seems to have one already. Not an empty vessel among you. Up in the new city, of course, almost no one has a soul. I could make a killing up there, but it's too dangerous. What with the Fatherites running things, my sort of business is frowned upon. Plenty of souls down here to choose from, but no one seems in a selling mood. Too busy fighting the good fight, or some such nonsense. Think I'll have to move on to some place where the people are more beset with ennui. Boredom always helps the market. Nice talking with you.
Okay, so what is the signal I'm getting that I have to go to? It's really not this. I can't jump.
Welcome to Roscoe's. But I want you to know this is not the Emporium. I'm only here selling this rubbish because the Emporium has been flattened by a giant and occupied by Trow. Now, how can I help you? Yes, the seventh of that name, and the first, Fian helped me to abandon the store. Even in the aftermath of Tarjan's destruction, my ancestors kept the doors open, while I'm a disgrace to the name. The rarest, most exclusive collection of magical and mystical items, elixirs and ingredients ever assembled in Scarabray, now pounded into rubble and occupied by Trow mercenaries who are ambushing every poor practitioner who comes through the door looking for me. It is an intolerable situation. My reputation and... Oh, just a moment. I don't suppose you... Oh, but of course you would. What adventurer wouldn't? Ah, well, when I escaped the Emporium, I happened to take with me a lantern of illusion. If you could drive out the Trow that currently occupy the Emporium, then set the lantern on the hook outside the door, it will make the place impossible for undesirables to find until I can return and clean it up a bit. After that, if you find yourself in need of best quality magical merchandise, why, I would gratefully sell it to you for a deep, deep discount. What do you say?
Yep, we're unlocking the Emporium.
Excellent.
Good deal.
Then here is the lantern, and here is the location of the Emporium. Be careful, though. There are a lot of Trow there, and they aren't the friendly sort. Thank you for coming to Roscoe's. Please, come again.
I still have more weapons. Oh, it's on that limb. spot's kind of indicated. Home in the dark. I don't want to talk to Robbie. I want to talk because he froze me last time. Let me save this.
Seems the raid on... Ha! This is the old town. The original Sky. This is the old town. The original Scarab. Now, there's not much more to tell.
I literally don't.
I can never remember any details of where or how. I just know the troubles we're having now will end when you end them. And somehow...
Like, how do you get out of... I'm gonna look this up. Is this something that happens? Bard's Tale or Stuck on Rabbi Conversation. I speak to Rabbi, but I can't. Like, I just don't know if there's a button I'm missing. Let me bring up chat again, just in case. Like, somebody have an idea? Nobody's there. I don't
This
know
is
what
the
else I can
old
do.
town. The original.
This is so irritating. Good. Right button, left button, nothing. Nothing does anything other than just listen
This
to
is
the
the
stories.
old town. The original Sky. Now, there's not much
And I
more.
listen to them all.
The father. Ha! Dalgleish is a dwarf smith.
Okay, now what? Now why can't I leave the conversation?
This is the old... This...
I gotta look up, see if this is like a thing. You press A to advance his dialogue.
This is the old town, the original Skara Brae. When the mad god Tarzan attacked it with fire and storm a century and a half ago, the earth shook so the muddy hills around it. Now there's not much more to tell.
I don't understand what you're talking about. You just press A. I press A to advance the dialogue.
Dalgleish is a dwarf smith and a long-time protector of Skara Brae. Someone's been attacking his clients. This is the old town.
Oh, man, only thing I have is to press A, and this sucks. Like, I don't understand. Like, this isn't even like what. Let me see if Chat GPT can help me. What is the prompt for ChatGPT to search the web? I think there's a certain prompts that you can put in there. Let's see if I can get this real quick.
Did you know that Amazon has a $50 million fund that they
advertisement.
have to pay out every month? And here's how you...
ChatGPT now has access to live internet data, so you no longer are limited to the training data that it was using that was ending back in September 2021. Now, they first released this months ago, so you may have... So right now, this option is only available to ChatGPT Plus users, but there's another way to get it too. Let me show you that. You could just go at actually required. So this one here, and as you can see, when you ask things that require internet access, it's going to use right here, browsing with Bing, top 10 list. Give me a quick summary of news for the other. Read a 300-word summary of this page. Useful, it's going to save you a ton of time.
I just need to prompt Chat GPT with my particular error. So basically what I'm writing here is that I'm playing a game called Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut. I'm stuck in a conversation with Rabbi NPC and can't back out of the conversation using controls on the gamepad. What solutions exist for this problem? Or is it a general bug? Use the internet if necessary. And of course I can't spell necessary. Searching the web. All right. I don't know if like the world has the problem or
This
if
is
I'm
the
like
old
really
town.
not knowing how controls work. I mean, it's very
This
like
is
there's
the
A, but I can't back out. There's no B. There's no B option. You know? I mean, B works there. I might have to. Hold on a second. I don't know what to do with this. It doesn't seem like it's like I don't know why talking to this one person. That's why I just saved it. Just because I knew I was going to have to restart after talking to those other people. So I get locked in this conversation, and this is like supposed to be a quest item, so I don't understand if I have to do a check if I'm I don't know. I'm gonna switch up into Hollow Knight though for now because this isn't working. I have to research it, and I'm not gonna put you guys